pleasant Friday morning. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. I am glad to be on the show today. You know, I usually celebrate weekends because weekends are saviors. Savior of workaholics like us. Savior of people who work every day. So we love weekends here. We love weekend a lot. And welcome to the CA Breakfast Show channel.
The week.
Finally.
After a week, from the whole Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway down to the cybersecurity levy, down to Hadi Sirika, down to everybody,
down to
Fubara,
and the rest.
It's been a very, very intense week, and we do hope that next week will be. We don't want next week to be any short of answers to all the questions that laid out this week.
Yeah.
A lot of persons had questions about the cybersecurity levy issue. A lot of persons questioned the Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway project. Even the House of Representatives has come out to probe the procurement process of the contract. A lot of persons have even come out to question the position of the National Assembly that's supposed to be for the common man. Their position on this cybersecurity levy.
What are they doing about it? What are they talking about?
They have stated their own where they stand. They said the Central Bank of Nigeria actually took permission, actually got the go ahead from them.
Which is to say that
this levy.
Which is to say that for the National Assembly to have given a nod to that definitely is something that will benefit the nation, even though we are not seeing it now, and I am not in support.
Well, the House of Reps, the House of Representatives are on the opposite side, the opposite end of the stick. The House of Representatives are saying this current cybersecurity levy is not meant to be, the citizens, the poor masses, the masses are not meant to bear the brunt of this. People that are supposed to pay for this are the Nigerian Stock Exchange, insurance companies, banks, and other financial institutions.
It's a good thing that
they are supposed to be the ones to pay, not Nigerians. But anyways, the House of Representatives has mandated the CBN to withdraw the circular and
that it's already a discussion.
That's what I'm saying. We do hope by next week
between the National Assembly and the reps, they ask reps. Let them do what they need to do. Let them battle it out with their pen, with a lot of cities to make sure that this levy does not come up. Because I, for one, I am not in support.
The law is quite clear on who should bear the brunt of this. The law is quite clear on it.
So it shouldn't be the masses. On all the masses. So this is welcoming you to the breakfast show on CA channel 614 on Moplex TV. You know how we serve it. But today we are going a little bit low on politics. Don't mind peace, peace and politics.
My concern is about national development.
Everybody is concerned about that. But the thing is that
my number one priority.
You will agree with me that all work and no play makes someone a dull person.
We play too much in this country. That is why we are today. We have too many holidays.
Are you serious?
Yes.
We have not even gotten enough. Excuse me.
Oh, we've not gotten enough.
We've not gotten
for
enough.
For a country that is
you're not supposed to be saying this on the weekend.
A country that is supposed to be doing so well.
Are you saying we are not working enough?
Nigeria is not doing as well as we should.
Yeah, but I don't believe it's not because we are not working enough.
With how much we have.
It's because we have people at the ends of affairs that does not know how to set their priorities right. But Nigerians are hard
that's what I'm saying.
Nigerians
are hard workers, of course, but you said they don't set their priorities straight. Sometimes I feel, this is a personal thing now, I feel at the topmost part of priorities in this nation, I think first 3 holidays are there. Before you know it, you hear that the National Assembly is going on a recess for 2 weeks while the country is burning. You hear that the House of Reps are going on a recess while the country is having issues. You hear them say, don't worry. That was what happened with the electricity tariff.
On the side of the
when the Minister of Power has already imposed, this electricity tariff, the National Assembly came out to say, don't worry, when we come back from our holiday, we will look into it.
They were on holiday, but we went on holiday.
That's the thing. Why is
No.
government going on holiday?
Tell them not to go to holiday, not on a weekend. I'm planning on going on my 2 days holiday, please.
With which money? It's like you have enough money for this holiday. It's like you don't buy fuel in this country. It's okay. Nigerians, if you are looking for
I didn't
money
plan
to
for
buy
this
fuel,
show to go like
needs
this,
to get
please.
travel.
Oh my goodness. Of course you're enjoying the show. I will go on a quick break. When we come back, we are going straight to see the lucky stories that made it to the front pages of the newspaper. Thank you for staying tuned and welcome back to the breakfast show. Started with the Guardian this morning. Our real estate firms, agencies fleece prospective property buyers and tenants. That's on the banner headline of the Guardian newspaper. One reportedly killed, several injured in fresh Okwama violence. I think the government should not take this lightly.
Even as the military has said they are withdrawing their personnel from the community. We are still having
this. So the government should check into it properly. As of Reps direct CBN to off implementation of 0.5% levy on e-transactions. 45-year-old cleric defies 3 minors in Kwara. In Kwara blames devil. This is serious.
It's always the devil's hand.
45-year-old cleric defies 3 minors in Kwara State. 3, not just 1. And he blames the devil.
It's always the devil's handwork.
The devil is quite gentle. At this point, he's supposed to come out and punch this man's face. Like, are you sure I am the one? Did you see me?
I don't know the level at which the leniency you would follow this case up, and you get to realize that this cleric nothing damaging, because he has caused damages to these minors.
Yes, he has.
He has caused damages that would affect them
for the rest of their lives if they are not able to
at the end of the day, he just ends up serving some jail terms, and that's it.
This way. IMF projects 24% inflation rate for Nigeria by year end. We're going into another inflation.
Reduced.
IMF projects 24% inflation rate for Nigeria by year end.
Currently our inflation rate is standing at over 30%.
All right.
So if it's at 24%,
it's going down.
We need it to go down further.
More, yeah. Senate okays death sentence for makers of illicit drugs. I think this is way to go, and that's what we have on the Guardian newspaper this morning. There are some other analysis concerning the transaction exempted from the cybersecurity levy. If you want to know more about it, just get yourself a Guardian newspaper this morning.
Alright, let's have a look next at the Vanguard newspaper. Senate okays death penalty for manufacturers of dangerous drugs. Alright, coming from the World Bank, cash transfer scheme raised household savings but had little other impact. You know, the World Bank at some point came out to say the money that was given to Nigeria, to the Nigerian government as cash transfer to the people, 99% did not get it.
Of course.
Now the World Bank has even come out to say, look, that same cash transfer scheme actually gave households some savings but had little or no impact because the cost of livelihood, the cost of transportation, the cost of food has increased. So it's not the same thing. What you can use 10,000 naira to afford 2-3 years ago, in fact just a year ago,
you can't even try it again
to afford that same thing anymore. Coming from Femi Falana, deporting 317 Osun indigenes from Lagos illegal. You know, recently the Lagos state government, you know, I personally I would not want to use the word deport, but that was what they did. Some Osun indigenes. We need to harmonize as a country. It's still the same southwestern part of the country. Why, if you are coming out, you're finding a way to decongest
Osun indigent.
If you're trying to decongest Lagos, say okay, Lagos is quite full, I'm trying to decongest it. I think what the federal government should do,
I would have asked.
What the federal government should do on issues like this is, you know, make other states like Lagos. When I mean like Lagos, I mean the economic prosperity that Lagos, economic attention that Lagos gets, especially from the federal government and even from other parts of the world. Other states don't get it.
The other states
despite the allocations that they get. So I think other state governors should also
match up,
you know,
to that.
and
on that story, yes, I do have the story. I believe that something must have triggered that singular action. There are other people, there are other Osun states that are still living, Osun state indigenes that are still living in Lagos state. So for Lagos to have deported these people, there must be a reason behind it. And that's until we go deep into the story.
We will look into that. We need to. Alright. I'm still on the front pages of the Vanguard newspaper. You can see at the GT code 3rd AGM. Okay, moving further on the front pages of the Vanguard newspaper, we have the Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway. You know, I spoke about the House of Representatives probing the procurement process. They said the project was not okayed by the National Assembly and procurement for probe. The House of Reps asked the Minister of Works, Finance, Justice and the Attorney General of the Federation to send all guarantees, credit enhancement instruments to the National Assembly. Says project did not get the National Assembly's approval. You know, especially for the procurement process, the construction company that was contracted, one, the amount of money to be spent. Remember the first phase of the money that the Minister of Works declared was not approved by the National Assembly, but this is a country where
everything works.
Approval or no approval, whether the people like it or not, whether it is guaranteed or not, the whoever wants to moves on. It's quite sad for a nation. A nation cannot prosper that way. Move on to page 32 on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. Senate reps disagree on implementation of cybersecurity levy. Coming from the Senate, both arms of the National Assembly passed levy into law after public hearing. Aren't the citizens part of the public? Aren't the Senate hearing the plight of the public? I think that's the public hearing you should take into consideration.
Different opinion about the cybersecurity levy now.
Yes.
Let's see how it plays out.
Alright, the National Assembly says the levy not punitive but aimed at protecting national security and the economy. IMF cautions federal government against CBN Act amendment. Federal government telecoms operators disagree on tariff hike. You know, telecom operators internet service providers have come out to say, look, we need to increase our own tariff. The cost of operation is getting too much for us to bear. But the federal government is holding on. But the federal government did not tell the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission to hold on. Let's see. 2.7 billion naira fraud. Ex-aviation minister Sirika, his daughter docked, gets 100 million naira bail out of 2.7 billion naira.
And that bail does not mean that they won't get the money back if they are found culpable.
We do hope that they follow all that with due diligence. Lastly, on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper, Edo Guba, crack in Labour Party as youth leader declares dissolution of ESCOs. Grab a copy of the Vanguard newspaper to get details of all the stories and lots more.
And moving on, we have the Nation newspapers here. Rivers House reaffirms legitimacy as Fubara backs 3 loyal lawmakers. So it has to do about loyalty to the governor now. If you are not loyal, you are illegitimate. Nobody brought you there. Oh my God!
I mean, you defected, you left. So obviously, according to the Constitution, your seat is meant to be declared vacant. So the legitimacy of those other lawmakers that defected, we will check. Nobody wants to talk about. I don't know why the federal government and other,
we have a law that is supposed to govern this. So what I think the governor should have done a long time is put it in court.
Well,
let the court drill these people and do the needful.
I believe Governor Siminalayi Fubara is acting, he doesn't want to act outside of what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu told him. One of the lines in the peace accord that he signed was that those 27 lawmakers that defected have to be brought back into the House of Assembly board.
Moving on, Sirika Alders gets 100 million bail. Chibok girl back with 3 kids after 10 years. Senate announced differs on cybersecurity levy. And moving on the banner headline, we have NLC justifies 615,000 naira demand. That's on the minimum wage. And moving on again, we have all the stories here. That's all we have on the Nation newspaper. There is a birthday concerning someone. I can't state that now. Yeah.
You're already seeing it on the screen.
Oh.
Alright, let's move on to Daily Trust. Insecurity. Kaduna to relocate 359 schools. How does that solve the problem of the insecurity? Relocating 359 schools to where?
If they are going to relocate, definitely there is a place to relocate to. Okay. If this is coming from them, but the truth is that, is this the best way to tackle insecurity?
I mean, a lot of money is put into the Ministry of Defense. A lot of money is budgeted for defense in the country, and aside from that, most of the defense chiefs are from these states, these northern states.
Have you seen? I saw Zulum, the governor of Borno State. During this time, the way he defended his territory, the way he was battle ready for Boko Haram and other kind of Borno has less cases of banditry, all that stuff.
Like it used
to. You understand? Let other governors be proactive. The federal government cannot be everywhere at every point in time.
We have a lot. See, look, this is one thing we keep on. That's why we've been clamoring for state police.
Some people are still against the state police.
You know why? Because we have governors. I would say this, and I would say it unapologetically. We have governors that are just there to every month go to Abuja and collect allocation.
They just want to bear the title.
That's just what they do.
They want to bear the title of being a governor. They just want to
go to Abuja. If you have a system that ensures each state has to work out their own security, has to work out their own livelihood, has to, you just remit
money
to the federal purse. You remit, but you are in charge. Each state has the ability to work for itself, not the one that let's say Kaduna, now that we are talking about, Kaduna is having insecurity challenges. The commissioner of police in Kaduna cannot do anything except he goes to Abuja to receive authority, to receive orders. And if Abuja says, well, we are not ready for you yet, we are saying sorry, he can't do anything.
I don't want to agree with that.
No, that's how it is. That's the structure we are running. We are running
based on the structure. That's on one part. Every state gets allocation for security. They have that on their allocation. You understand?
You do know.
What has this governors done? I am talking about a governor now,
okay,
and he has been able to battle it. I was following all through all